What's going on, fellow band critics? I'm Steven, and today, right now, we are about to look at the halftime shows from the Florida Classic. The footage you're going to see in here is courtesy of the Marching 100 when you see
the Marching 100
and A1 Media when you see Bethune-Cookman. For the Florida Classic this year, we were able to travel down and see it live. We were with Jonesboro High School, and we just wrapped up recording all the B-roll footage we need for the documentary movie we're making for that band. It's going to be pretty awesome. But the point is, this was my first time seeing the Florida Classic live. Went to the Battle of the Bands and heard both bands in person live. This was my first time seeing them together live, going back and forth. Experiencing the Florida Classic is a lot of fun, especially in the capacity of where you're filming a documentary for a band, so you get to observe everything and see it and watch the students see and hear the bands. Some who saw them for the first time, others who know what's going on. Hearing the Marching 100 and hearing Bethune-Cookman live is definitely a real treat. It's a lot of fun. I like how I can listen and hear all the things you feel when you are there, so it kind of helps me in the future of thinking how we want to record bands, and lots of fun research. But both bands did an amazing job. We saw a lot of people who we know in both bands. That was good to see them. So that was that, and it was definitely a real treat. If you are a producer, you are definitely going to see all that behind the scenes stuff, which should be popping up on there probably right about now, or within an hour or so from when this video posts. If you'd like to become a producer and have access to special perks, consider becoming a channel member, and you can do that by clicking the join button that's located right next to the subscribe button. So this video is going to be more of a review than a reaction, because I was there, I saw it live, and we are going to start with Florida A&M first. So if you want to see the original videos without any interruptions, go watch them. The links are down there in the description, and there are chapter markers so you can skip to whichever part you want to see when it comes to the reactions, reviews, whatever. So up first is the Marching 100, and without any further ado,
let's do what it do.
The theme of today's halftime pageant, there's only one.
all right, so here we go. This is Florida A&M, and where I was sitting was up there at the top. That's where they had, the tickets for the high schools, and it was right there, pretty much close to the 50-yard line on FAMU side. So I was able to see this show very well, and the sound was very, very nice. I do agree with the still, how do you say that? That saying where you still have to be there to feel everything. That's with any band. The videos do a great job. That says Lizzo right there, saw that really clear. Great job, Marching 100. But again, if you want to see the show without me talking all through it, go down there and watch it, because this is more of a review. I'm not really reacting to it. I saw it live. But yeah, you have to actually go and see it, feel what it's like to be there. That's with all the college bands, high school bands and stuff. Cameras, microphones, they all do a great job, but you still can't replicate that sound and that feeling of actually being there. So if you ever get a chance, go see the bands and support the people who are performing for you. Yeah, this was nice. Both shows were great. Did a great job. I didn't see nothing crazy even when I was there, so that is that. So band members, what was it like? Was this your first Florida Classic, or your last, your second, third, whatever it was? And this is when they made the B? Because some of this stuff they did in the show, they've already done this stuff. So when I was watching, I was like, oh, I saw this on some videos and stuff. But again, the sound, it was nice to hear it live. And this is like a Bumblebee they made, and they're playing the Beyonce song. Yeah, real nice sound, man, real nice. Yeah, great job, man. Sounded really good. It was fun to watch, fun to hear. During the show, I had my camera and all the type of stuff in there. I had, a nice camera, how finesse my way through to get in there with that camera, but that's what I do, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I wasn't recording anything. I didn't take any pictures when the bands were on the field. I just sat back and actually watched it live and enjoyed it, so it was really fun to do that, and it was nice. So yeah. And that was my first time in this stadium, here at the Florida Classic. So it was fun to watch all the students, all the people, and all the festivities that was going on. All the action was going on right outside the gate. But great job, everyone. So it was fun.
An Atlanta legend from College Park, the Songbird, Monitor, BETHUNE Everything.
I thought FAM was going to play like a different ballad, though. I didn't think they were going to play something I already played before, but it still sounded nice, real nice to hear. Yeah. Real nice sound, very balanced, and it really filled up the entire stadium. I like the resonance from the middle voices. It was nice, it really was. Nice vibrations. It was good, real good. Great job. The crowd started cheering because Cookman walked out from the tunnel. Yeah, FAMU's crowd was very hyped for most of the game. If you all saw the game, whoever was there, FAM was winning for most of the game. I think the whole game, really. Then Cookman kind of caught up. But during the halftime, Cookman was losing bad. Yeah, great job, man. Great job. Links to in the description, the links to the full performances are down there, so you can hear and see them without any interruptions. Thanks. Yeah, this dance team was a lot of fun to watch. For me, I love observing how the crowd responds to things. So it was really fun seeing everyone react to what the band was doing. So that was a lot of fun, especially the students. It's always a joy to see them see what's going on the field. Considering it was the Florida Classic, as soon as FAMU started breaking away from that block, I was like, okay, let's see what's about to happen. And I don't know why, but you know, being in band for a long time, you kind of instantly see what's about to happen. And then again, it was the students' reactions that was the best part. And then on top of it, FAMU was winning. Well, Cookman was just losing by like a lot. So yeah, FAMU was winning. So the whole halftime show fit everything, and the students was all going crazy. It was fun, and that was cool to watch. So great job, FAMU. The effect was there. We all saw it very clear. I was laughing. I was laughing really hard. Yeah. Yeah, it sounded real good too. It was real nice. Great job, great job. All right, so there you have it. That was Florida A&M University's halftime show during this year's Florida Classic. And again, I was able to see that thing live. And it is a lot of fun to see it live. Gave me a lot of ideas on how to record bands in the future to get that ambient sound that's, you know, kind of missing there. But again, you must go see these bands. All the bands have to see them live to get that full feeling. The feeling is part of that sound. So make sure if you are able to get your ass out there and hear these bands live. So great job, FAMU, and here are the scores for your halftime show. Drill music, 5. Featured music, 5. Uniforms, 5. Drill and design, 4. Percussion, 5. Marching technique, 5. Drum majors, 5. Flags and auxiliary, 4. Dancers, they didn't have any, but that's the same as the drum majors, so 5. And dancer team, they dropped that hammer at the end, and the crowd seemed to enjoy that, and the effect worked perfectly. So that is a 5. That brings the total score to 48 out of 50, and that is obviously a superior rating. Great job, Marching 100. Alright, so that was the 100, and now we're going to switch gears over to A1 Media as he presents to us the Bethune-Cookman halftime show. So let's check it out.
If you like or want to support my channel, or if you want to make a request to a video for me to react to, there's a new feature on the channel, and it's called the Thanks button. It's located right next to the subscribe and like button. This button allows you to make a safe and secure donation directly to my YouTube channel. When you click the button, you'll be prompted to select your donation amount, and also type in your request or a shout out. Thank you all for your support.
Alright, so FAMU just ended, and this right here is Cookman. Shout out to A1 Media for capturing this angle. It took me a while to find one because I was on the other side there. So here we go. Bethune-Cookman, let's get it. The show looked nice from, you know, the reverse side that I actually saw with my own eyes, but let's see it and hear it from the front.
Now, let's keep it holy. From the book, chapter 10, verse 13. When you succeed, a big version. And it reads, listen, wildcats, I have given you power to walk on snakes and scorpions. Power, wildcats, that is greater than the enemy, is greater than doctors, or should we say, earners, and winning everywhere.
Damn, he's saying a lot. What's he saying, though? I can't really make that out. The announcer.
By the way, is it FAMU or is it FNLU individual? We just are free of you rappers.
All right, Cookman.
Let's do it.
Yeah, look good. Good job, drum majors. Look good. There it is, BCU. I hear those tambourines. Well, alrighty then. Here comes the ladies. 14K, let's do it. Very nice sound, man. Nice and clean. I hear you, bass drums. Wow. All right, ladies. Look good. Everything was nice, clean, neat. Great sound, band. Great sound.
Our sophisticated pledge to the mashup tune of Six Sundays.
Man, listen, I saw how Cookman, how Dr. Wells had that ladder in the stands, and we was like, oh my gosh. It looked like he had to climb so high, he was just floating over the band in the stands. Like, that was like some scary shit. Wow, had like 10 people holding the ladder at the beginning. Nice sound, euphoniums. Yeah. Yeah. This was right around the time when FAMU's football team just forgot that there was another band on the field, and, you know, it's just all over the field like that, being very rude, I think, you know. Like the halftime. Great sound, man. Great job. But there was still plenty of time left on the clock for the halftime show, and FAMU's football team was just completely all over the field over there on the left. Like, it was very disrespectful, you know? Like if Cookman had did one formation, like a big formation, would have been all up into their stuff over there, you know? FAMU's football team wouldn't run on the field for their own band like that. Anyway, very crisp, very clean sound, Cookman. Nice too, it sound real good. Here we go.
Remember last night when you said, guess what?
Oh, okay. Okay, where we were sitting, we couldn't exactly tell what it was exactly, but it's like a snake and then like an X on top of it. So I could tell that if A1, if he had like a higher vantage point, you might be able to see a little bit better. But that's what it is. Get it, tubers? Yeah. Nice job. Real nice, Cookman. All right. If you love bands like I do and enjoy my videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more super awesome, great, kick-ass content. All right, so there you have it. That was the halftime show from Bethune-Cookman University, and it was nice to hear and see it from the front. So again, shout out to A1 Media and shout out to the Marching 100 media team. So we were able to see these shows. So I was there, and it was nice, and that was that. But first, let's get to the scores for Bethune-Cookman, and here we go. Drill music 5, feature music 5, uniforms 5, drill and design 3, percussion 5, marching technique 5, drum majors 5, flags and auxiliary 4, dancers 5, dance routine 4. This brings the total score to 46 out of 50, and that is also a superior rating. Great job, Bethune-Cookman. Okay, so that was the Florida Classic, and this is more of a review than actual reaction because I was there. Like I keep saying, I saw it, and let's get right to it. So why did Florida A&M get a higher score on that drill and design, and why did Cookman get a 3? Well, look what Florida A&M did in their drill, then look what Cookman did in their drill. Both bands look great, both bands sound great, but it was BCU coming down the field into stage versus the variation of things that Florida A&M did. So that was the only reason. It didn't look bad. It was very neat, but you know, it was the BCU, floats down the field, you know, very traditional, very traditional. But I was hoping to see some kind of that nice solid drilling that Cookman can do, especially I was there and I was looking up, and you know, FAMU, their show wasn't really step 2 heavy this time. Like, you know, I've seen them do it before and other things, but you know, they did a little bit, but I was hoping that Cookman would come and do like more kind of step 2 stuff so I could just see them do it. But you know, Cookman did that and stuff. But Cookman sounded amazing. When I say sounded amazing, sounded really good. Hearing you all from the back sounded just as good as hearing it all on the recording from the front. You're able to hear everything very clear. I think when it comes to the sounds of both bands, obviously FAMU is bigger. They had a much bigger sound, and just in general, I always have felt this, so please don't kill me, Cookman people, but I think that FAMU's style has more of a resonating type vibrance to it. Because when we were in the Battle of the Bands arena, the one the Orlando Magic's play in, and my first time being there too, because the last time I personally said the words Orlando Magic, I think Shaq was still on the team. So I was like, oh wow, this is nice to be in here, it's great. But inside that arena, it's just the way that FAMU's arrangements are and the type of, I don't know what it is, but it's just like, you know, just FAMU's sound has a more resonating sound than Cookman's did. Now, I'm not saying Cookman had a bad sound, because they don't at all. Cookman sounds amazing. But the size difference, yeah, you can hear that. And just in general, FAM was a lot louder than Cookman. On the flip side of that, Cookman can articulate a lot better than FAMU can. Sounds crazy, but FAMU does a great job when you all play marches and the jazzy type songs and all that kind of cool stuff you guys just make up and just throw at the end of songs and stuff, like the endings just being like, what? Like you're playing, I think, the King's Affirmation, and then all of a sudden just end up just James Bond. You know, sometimes that's why people say y'all are like a circus sometimes. They just be like, it sounds great, but you have no idea what's gonna happen next. But with that being said, I always hear articulation with just that stuff, marches mostly. And Cookman, the articulation is a lot cleaner, a lot more crisp. So when Cookman plays things, you can hear every single part a lot clearer in these stadiums than at FAM. I'm not saying FAM sounded messy, but sometimes FAMU has this melodic line going on, this trill happening. For some reason, the first trombones are doing this and all this great stuff's happening. It sounds like this beautiful sound, but you can't really make out what's going on because it kind of all just runs together. It doesn't sound bad, but it just kind of like it's hard to define what's happening. Versus when Cookman plays, you can hear every single thing a lot clearer. So I think when it comes to that, the articulation differences, that's the differences between the two bands. Cookman's articulation is much more defined than FAMU's articulation is, even in the way they end songs. Like FAMU have that nice little dun dun, it's more of a type sound, and Cookman's more of like a dun dun, a lot harder, very, you know, shorter, all that good stuff. Band directors, in the comments, y'all know what I'm talking about, so that's that. So these are my scores.
What are yours?
Were you there?
How did you feel about both bands?
What does it feel like when you hear bands live and in person versus through all these great recordings, through all the wonderful videographers out there? Let me know what you think. Do you agree with the scores that I gave?
Or do you not?
Let me know. Comment down below. Peace.
Hey, thanks for watching the show. We really appreciate it. If you would like to make a request and see behind the scenes stuff, consider becoming a producer. Do that by hitting the join button. And if you want to throw a donation our way, hit that thanks button. These buttons are located right next to the subscribe button, so hit that one too. If you like this video, there are hundreds more on the channel, so subscribe to see more content.